Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 79 of our Enigmatica 6 Let's Play series. Where today, as you can see, we have restructurized, repressurized, refactorized our setup here. Let's get. I don't have any sandstone. Oh, I need to get sandstone getting made, don't I? If we're going to be working out here in the desert, because sand is annoying because it falls. Anyway, as you can see here, I switched over to XNet. I had mentioned it last episode that I was considering it, but since I had already ran all the mechanical pipes and stuff, I didn't want to. But A, it was a mess. B, it was just all those pipes were filling up, and it was just sucking up all of our LPG to get into the pipes, and it was just annoying too much. So I got rid of our air compressors, as you can see, and I set up 3 liquid compressors, which may honestly be a little bit overkill having 3 running, because these are sitting at each one of these about 3 bar of pressure now, 3.6, and they only need 2. So I honestly probably could get rid of one of these and only have 2. But added some speed upgrades to them, which is really what let them set off and actually process. So you can see here we're at 190 degrees temperature here. Each one of these guys is at like 1,000 degrees temperature, and I don't understand why. Like, why did these take off on temperature and this one hasn't? Unless this just requires more to get to temperature, possibly. I don't know, but yeah, it's taken off. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we'll take care of this one and get rid of that, and we'll just run with 2. I think that'll be okay. I think we'll be able to maintain pressure here with just 2. As long as it keeps these guys up above 2 bar, then we're okay. But these are running perfectly. So we have our XNet controller sitting up here with all of our stuff. So we have an LPG from the Refinery LPG extract. This one was diesel extract. Don't know why the name didn't get saved. This is kerosene. This is gas. And then this is LPG extract from the this guy. Because I want all of this LPG to go into this guy. And then the LPG that we're producing here with the refinery is going to run these machines, if that makes sense. So these guys are all backstuffing. So what's going to happen is everything will backstuff, and then it should stop running, and it shouldn't be burning any power except for the vortex tubes. The vortex tubes are basically going to just suck energy out, but until they stabilize at least. But that's okay. Output blocked, perfect. So we have our molten plastic, and that's where we were at. That's what we were looking at getting and working towards. However, this episode, I am going to deviate just a little bit. Wool has been an issue. We have been needing to get wool for a while now, and I just haven't done it yet, and I haven't automated any animal like farming or anything like that. Yeah, so let's clean this up. No, not you. You can go away, you can go away, and those can go there. Okay. So, yeah, so wool has been an issue. We haven't solved it, and I only have like 2 wool. Now, granted, we do have the ability to make string, and string we have 300 of, and canaf fiber we have about 1,000 of. So we have the ability to get wool going this route, but it takes 4 of these to make or 3 of these to make a string, and then 4 string to make a wool. So that's what, 12 of these essentially per 1 wool. I guess that's not terrible. That's not horrible. Or we could set up some sheep farms with industrial foregoing and have it farm some sheep and cows and get us milk and get us, get some chickens and get some feathers and have a breeder and all that good stuff, which is the route that I want to go so that we can have multiple different animals. What is that thing? Like a lobster? What are you? You look intense. A mantis shrimp. Wow. Look at him go. He's like walking on water. He's walking on water. Yeah. So I think that the route I want to go is the industrial foregoing route. Just because it's super simple to set up. And we have the ability to do so because it's not terribly too expensive. So let's look up industrial foregoing. And we want I think it's the rancher. The animal rancher. And I think there's the breeder. Breaker. Nope. There's we're going to have to go through all of the things. The rancher, gatherer, sower, fertilizer, feeder. That's what it is. Make sure that there's nothing else. Animal baby separator. Could get a bunch of cows, separate the babies, and then slaughter the baby. Well, not the babies, but wait for them to grow up. And then get like steak and stuff. But we have infinite food, so I don't necessarily see why I would need to do that. But anyway, let's get an animal rancher and craft everything that we need for that. And an animal feeder, which is going to require us to get this. 2 of these. And then it just looks like some purple dye. What's our best way to get purple dye? By doing this. In an invar gear. So that should be our animal feeder. And then our rancher. I just took the pity frame that I needed for that. And while we're at it, we're going to go ahead and need a point. Because we're going to need power for both of these. It does need to craft some of the nitro stuff, it looks like. Well, we're going to let that run. It's going to take a while to do it. I really should kick off like 64 of those because we have the resources. 64 points so that we have them. Let's go ahead and get some fences. Just some oak fence will do. Apparently I don't have any planks. Fence. Bam. Let's just get a little area set up at our old home. Mainly because this has a network receiver over here for our tree farm. So we can have everything get, or a interface, and there's a network receiver underground. And we can get items piped into this, wheat and all that good stuff. So let's see. Let's just set up like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll just match the farm that we have. So it was at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, something like that. It looks close enough to accurate to me. Looks squarular. So it looks squarular to everybody else. I say it's squarular. And yes, that is an official TheAndrata term, squarular. All right, so we're going to put one machine here, and can they both go here, to be honest, and then get stacked? I don't know what the range on both of these are. Do they have a vertical height? So if we put the rancher and then the feeder, you only work directly in front of you, and you only work directly in front of you. Okay, so it does look like they may, like if I get a ranged here, well, that's going to be way too big, but I just want to see, does it get any verticality? No. Okay. So yeah, no verticality is gained by these. So let's get a tier 3. 2 of those. That should be enough to fill this area. And we're going to put this one over here. There's the feeder. We're going to go ahead and go underground to run some power to these guys. That's you. And it should be like, well, there. I found it. I found where the power is. Oh my goodness. Efficiency, I don't know what is on this what now? 6, I think. It's so fast. Make sure you know exactly what mode you're on before you start clicking things, because otherwise you're going to make giant messes like this. Okay, so let's get some universal cable. Is it overkill to use universal cable for this? Absolutely. To be honest, 99% of our setups is overkill to use universal cables. Do I honestly care at the moment? No. We have pretty much infinite resources, so I'm not too concerned about it. Flux point can go smack dab in the middle-ish. I hope that was the middle. It looked middle-ish. This is going to be Animal Farm. And that should be everything we need for this. We are going to need to get items out of these, so we're going to pipe those down below too. But I need to get our network set up over here. Couldn't remember the word that I was looking for. So let's take a quick nap. Let's get our range upgrades. Tier 2 and tier 3. Both of those are tier 3. Don't know why I said tier 2. That should be enough. Ooh, nope. Okay. Range. Do I have tier 4 taught to the system? Because it looks like it needs to go 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I think the tier 5s are going to have to do. If they're a little bit too large, that's okay. So let's put that back. And then we need to figure out where our network thing is over here, because I don't remember. Is it directly under this? Nope, it's like over here. Okay. I inconveniently placed the wireless. Oh wait, you actually don't even need to exist. Should have went down one more too, but whatever. Okay, get some cables. I was going to say, we honestly could just pipe to this interface here, and it's not going to be that big of a deal, but we'll set up another interface over here specifically for this. That way it doesn't interfere with our tree farm, because we already have issues with our tree farm. And I don't want to, let it backstuff something and then have even more issues overall. Okay, so we're going to run. You are going to be the feeder, so you need to get items piped into you. So we need some logistical cables, logistical transporters. That sounds good to me. Or should I just have an importer on this and just have it import the items that we need? Or an exporter. Exporter is what I meant. I think that might be the route. Exporter. Let me down here, please. Give me some more cables. Come on. Place the cable. Thank you. And then we'll just run this along with our power. Somewhat dire wiry. And then this will be an importer. This just saves me the need to have to set up mechanism pipes and then route those. Is it a big deal to do so? Not really, but I could have avoided this whole ugly thing if I would just move that to the side. But again, this is just a simple setup. It's not like we need anything super fancy for this. Because the nice thing about this is it's just going to work. Come on, place the cable. There we go. And I went one too far. Let's get our importer. And doop, doop. And you're good. Okay. Now this will... Yes, it's going to have fluids. Because it's going to get milk. So really, I should have two importers. One for the milk and then one for all the items. And then I can set the milk to import to a... you know what? No. We'll do an ender chest or ender tank like we have all the other things. What am I thinking? Range upgrade. Tier 5. And that should be you. You should now encompass this entire area and a little extra, but that's okay. So you are going to do your thing. You are going to need wheat to be imported. You are going to need carrots and seeds. And cool, you're doing your thing. I don't necessarily know if we need speed upgrades on that. We'll find out. Cover that up. Cover that up. And you are going to be an importer and you're going to be doing your thing. Okay, so now all we need is the animals that need to go in here. So let's go find those. Clean up inventory a little bit here. Sapling, seeds, fences. That apple can go away. You go in there, and you go in there. And then we need our mob imprisonment tools. And let's just go and get a bunch of animals. At least 2x2. So I'm keeping an eye out on our mini map here to see if what we can find. Hopefully we find some sheep and cows. We only need 2 because we have the feeder. So it'll automatically spread and grow more for us. There were a bunch of sheep in this area before. I know, because this is where I came to get all my stuff. And now we're not finding any. I forgot about that mess I made. Goodness gracious. Also, this area is... I don't understand. I don't know what's going on over here. You see how the sky just changed? It got dark. And there's like ominous music playing. If anybody knows what this is about, let me know. Because it is creepy. I also need chickens. But yeah, this is like creepy. We got ominous music. And this did not do this before. I don't think so. But yeah, look, the sky turned black. This is the Shattered Viscal Isles. So I don't know if because they're shattered, like the Shattered Throne. Yeah, I don't know. But it's creepy. And look, now it's back to normal. If there's like a boss underground I need to go kill, you know, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. All right, now I just need chickens. Now, chickens... I wonder how it's going to handle the chicken. Does chickens get bred by breaking the eggs? So I don't actually know how that's going to handle that. Is it going to pick up and throw the eggs on the ground for me automatically? Or is it just going to only have the one chicken? Really, the only reason I would want chicken is for feathers. And I imagine this thing will pull the feathers for me. And there we go. They're getting sheared. They're getting fed. They're getting... Oh, I forgot. I got to put a fence post. Ah, man. Well, we're going to have to get those guys back. Where did the other fences that I had in here go? I had more, didn't I? Sir, thank you for staying. You two. Now you two, get your behinds back where you belong. Thank you. Cool. Feeder is getting all of the stuff that it's going to need. The rancher is full of milk. It's already got 8 buckets of milk because you can milk these cows infinitely. You don't need to there's no delay. I forgot about that aspect. Okay, and then I'm going to need ender tanks, but I need a color that I have not been using, and I think you're using white for the latex. So let's get white dye, and I guess we'll just do white, yellow. At this point, we've lost all semblance of control with our... No, that's ender chests anyway. Ender tanks is what I need. Or can milk be gray? Light gray, I guess? I don't know. I forgot to make cauldrons, though. A Wixie cauldron. From Ars Nouveau. We're definitely going to be getting into Ars Nouveau at some point. Ender tank. It's you, and I guess we'll do milk as gray. Light gray, specifically. Let's do white, gray, white. Just because I don't know... Milk really should be white, but whatever. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I did the latex as white. Where's my axe? Excuse me, Mr. Cow. And then you are going to the liquid. You are going to push to the top. We're just going to fill that back up. Also need to make sure this little area is chunk loaded and see if I built it. I did. Look at that. I built this all inside of a chunk without even paying attention and realizing it. I'm so good. Everybody should be proud of me because that was completely unintentional. Okay, there is cows. Let's get a feral flare lantern over here and a mob mega torch. Just gonna require 1, 2, 3. Except for the fact that I had mega torches just sitting here. And we can put the mega torch like, or the feral flare lantern can go here, and the mega torch can sit on top of it. Keep that area lit up. Okay, how did you get out? He snuck past the fence here. Nope. I think because of that. Yeah, look, he hopped up onto that and then hopped over it. Son of a gun, you sneaky little son of a gun. And I keep thinking I have more fence and I don't. Just hold on to a stack of that. Like, now that looks horrible. So let's just do something like that. There you go. And you guys too, you're not getting out. There. Okay. Everybody happy? Everybody satisfied with your care? Feathers? Are we getting more feathers? We have no feathers at all. Absolutely none. This chicken is weird looking. It looks like this chicken has no feathers. If that makes sense. Like the chicken is like, it looks pink. Doesn't it? Does it look pink to anybody else? This chicken looks weird. Anyway, so that's filling up and we're good to go. Okay, so we'll just let this run and this will continue to get us our wool because that was the main reason for doing this. And look, we're already at 28 because literally as soon as they grow wool, it shears them and then they start doing it again. So let's go down to our storage room. You go away, which is this guy, and we need to set up a milk export. So let's get a external storage and a black hole tank. That's you. We're gonna have 100 buckets, or what is it, 1,000 buckets of milk just eventually stored up in here. Black hole tank, not yet done. Let's get this guy set up then. Nope. You're at 117 buckets. You are burning through that crude oil pretty quickly. It was a simple black hole. I don't know if we're gonna need like that much. You're gonna pull from the left. Yep, and you're filling up with milk. Okay, and then external storage, set to fluid mode. I don't know how much milk we're gonna end up needing, but hey, we're gonna have, 12 buckets of it. This stuff. So this is now currently exporting out to this. What I would like to do is, yeah, this does burn through this at a fairly decent clip. What I need to do is, I know that it is nighttime, so let's take a nap. Oh, good to know. You cannot sleep in a compact machine. Completely unaware of that. That makes sense. It's in the void. Didn't think about that at all. Let's get another sleeping bag. Oh yeah, I have another sleeping bag from when we accidentally lost our sleeping bag and made an extra. Cannot sleep in the void. Keep that in mind if ever, you're tired and need to take a nap and you know that it's nighttime outside and you just want to be efficient. So all of these guys should pretty much be back stuffing now on all their stuff. No? Kerosene. You're at 2.5 bar. You're all good. You're all good. You are back stuffed. You are getting there. And then once that back stuffs, the gasoline will back stuff here, and then kerosene will back stuff, and then everything will back stuff inside of here, and then the diesel will be good. You're sitting at 144. Yeah, okay. I think this was a very effective setup. It took us a couple episodes to get it going, but we're here. And then now I can make the thermal lagging and make it look even better because we don't need this stuff anymore. The cobblestone. So let's go ahead and replace all the cobble. And we can just have one simple looking setup here. Yeah, there we go. Now this isn't complaining about heat, is it? Nope. And you guys are all good because the pressurized tubes count for your stuff and the XNet controllers count. So yeah, there is a refinery setup for liquid plastic, molten plastic. So now we can take this, put it into a in-world solidifier, apparently. Heat frame cooling. Put the input material in an inventory with a heat frame attached and chill the heat frame to below 0 degrees. So if we dump this into a bucket, put it into a chest with a vortex tube hooked up to the chest, but on the cold side to below 0 degrees Celsius, which the bottom temperature, well, we could do easily. That will cool it. Otherwise, we have to do in-world solidifying, which is take a bucket of it and just let it sit in the world within a second. Let's get a bucket. How long does this process take? So if I take a bucket of this and then I put it here. Oh, that's actually not. How much of this stuff do we actually need is the question. Oh, and you make this so quick. I'm not even keeping up because there's so much LPG backstuffed that I can't even keep up. So what I'll do here. Okay, now you don't. Oh, I already have a bucket. I could set up some machine that could do this. There's a fluid placer, isn't there? Industrial Foregoing has one. Pedestals has one too, though I don't know how we would get the stuff out of here with pedestals. Can you pipe into a pedestal? I don't remember if we did that. Did we pipe into a pedestal before? I don't think so. Oh, this is fluid crafting anyway. Used to fill up a slot in inventory being used to craft from with fluid. Yeah, so this is a fluid placer. How much of this plastic do we actually need ultimately? Elevator base, network. It looks like quite a bit. Magnet upgrade we don't need. If we want more memory sticks. The PCBs. It actually looks like we need a fairly decent amount of this plastic. Especially when we want to get into the upgrades. Which we do. The programmer. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and craft this guy. And make the fluid placer. And then just have it on it. It's going to be a super simple setup. Like, it's going to pull the stuff out of there and then place it into the world, and then I'll just stand here and pick it up and let it do its thing until we get a good, stack or two of this stuff. After that, I'll let it back stuff, and then I shouldn't have to worry about it running any longer. So yeah, I'll do that in between episodes, and we will come back next episode and continue on with our pneumatic craft adventure. I'm super excited. We're able to get into. We're gonna start working on like PCBs and all that good stuff. So yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to do two different things at once. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really does help the channel. And thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching, and have yourself a good one. See you in the next one. Real quick, if you wanted to see what this looks like, that was it. Just place this guy here, tick accelerated it so that it would place fast because it's really slow, and just set up a pipe to pull out the molten plastic, and that's it. Yeah. See you in the next one.